Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called?
Got it.
The prison movie.
Got it. I got it.
The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible.
I got it.
But we're all
That is so stupid.
But it's all a lie.
So
Something
stupid.
to distract us from the truth.
So, I had to go into the broadcast
They're
itself, and
lying
it
to
would
us.
automatically set the
Lying
mic to
to
mute. So not in the
The room's
PlayStation
not the
settings
world
or the stream
is
settings. The stream
much
had to be
bigger
live
and
for me to
much
unmute
stranger.
the mic.
There's a
Unreal.
hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in
Well,
that room,
here I am.
but
Hi.
sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster.
Oh, that's so me.
And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Okay. I have to follow my own stupid
Hello?
rules. Jonesy, you want
Anyone
to
here?
no, calculator won't work. Nor will getting rid of the stream off my phone. Jonesy wanted me to shut up for 2 minutes, even though I haven't been here in months properly. So let me get my stopwatch going. And in 3, 2, 1.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them and they were hiding in plain sight.
Hello? Hey, excuse...
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't...
Night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book. The cell and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
Okay, it's been longer than 2 minutes. You got a few seconds extra for your pints. Oh, that was so silly. I had to go into the stream settings to get it to work. It's not even a proper cutscene, it's just the opening credits.
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan.
Well, you know,
17
at least
years since the men of this bureau
I
took
came back in style, hey?
Shit.
Would you expect anything less?
Shit.
I turned up the volume in the headphones that I'm wearing, and I really wish that I hadn't, because it's even louder than I thought it was going to be. Oh, look, let's just walk right over Trench. Hi, fella. We're the director now. Anyway, how are you, boys? A good Thursday for all, I assume.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place.
So, I am...
Am I?
As I said, this isn't a speed run, so I don't feel like I have to just do what I normally or used to do, which was just skip through all the cutscenes. We actually can leave them on. Oh yeah, I was supposed to whack you, aren't I? Hi, Jack. Oh, he can't hear me anyway. Oh, it's like he was here from the beginning of the stream where nobody could hear me. Ha ha ha. There we go.
Okay.
Got myself a gun. Come on, let me go. Thank you. Barry's playing Dark Souls 2! You, my friend, have made a very good choice this Thursday. So, did you... Oh, I could just punch you. Oh, yeah. Did you kill the pigs repeatedly? Because they do change over time into slightly larger pigs. Oh, I knew it. Come on, game. I want powers. It's nice having the service weapon, but everybody just wants to launch to wang stuff at people. I mean, it's not a spoiler at all. They just turn into slightly bigger piggies.
Something's coming.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here.
Three dead
Things have
pigs.
quieted down outside.
3 dead
Is
pigs.
it safe to go?
See how they die. See how they die. Speaking of, let's kill the hit.
You can't let this happen. 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 You can't let this happen.
We won't let it happen.
Let this You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was...
Fun.
horror.
Same thing.
Get the fuck away!
Come on, game. There we go. Line them up, knock them down. Easy peasy.
Hotline. Secure
Okay.
line of communication. Guideless. It's the hotline.
So Barry, you've got my attention with Dark Souls 2, obviously.
Okay.
Shooty shooty, gunny gunny. How'd you fancy doing a despawning run, Barry? It's ever so fun. You'll be like level 80 by the time you get to the first boss. Or you can be level 80 by the time you get to the first boss. Hang on. You are doing a despawning run. Type R2 to confirm. I don't know. I just make stuff up as I go along.
Hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier.
Oh yeah.
Burrowing
Okay. I
into
was gonna say, can we just shut them
everything
down?
in this place.
Is the hiss your enemy?
Alright.
Hey Max. Yes, there is. I'm anticipating you to immediately tell me that you've muted me, because of course you would have done. Anyway, you okay, Max? What have you been doing all day? You okay? See, I see how it works. I know you. Is that a reflection of you or a reflection of me? No, it's a reflection of you. Right.
Must cleanse control points.
Give me a sec, would you, Trench?
Corrupt.
It's got to come up on the screen for me to do it.
Cleanse the control point.
Right, now I can.
What does that mean?
Trench is there too busy moaning. Ooh, cleanse the control point. And it's like, well...
Holy shit! You did it! We did it!
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you with us? With the Bureau? Are you still sane?
I made a mistake. I thought that I put more cans of Coke in the fridge, and I did not. Oh well. It's that girl.
Please, talk to me. We
It's
saw you.
Emily
deal
Pope is
with
like
the
you when I started the stream the first time. Talk to me. I'm like,
Can't tell
no,
you how
I am
happy
here.
I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
How do they know?
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the Hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun.
Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown, before you became the new director? Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of.
Yes. I can try.
I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me?
For a sec, Barry, I thought you meant me,
Push
saying,
the hiss out.
"Oh, Stevie, you can platinum control all over again." Of course, I got the platinum for this twice. Well, that didn't work, did it? Oops.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep.
Oh, it's Emily
Ripping it
up here,
out
isn't she?
rips them apart.
It's been a few months since I
I
played
can't
this.
cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
For a
Listen,
biscuit.
the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time.
That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. A few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the Director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the Director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
I'd say it's been a while since I actually played this, and even longer since I actually stopped and listened / watched the cutscenes, because usually we just skip.
I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want.
So yes, I need to go back. Sorry, Barry, confirm yes or no. Dark Souls 2, are you despawning it or not?
There it is again.
Max, did you do anything for your 200th platinum? Like, did you pick something out especially? Did you make it a big one? So I'm currently sat on 104 platinums. My 100th platinum was Vampire Survivors, which I got a few months ago, and to be quite honest with you, I thought that's fine. As soon as I got my 100th platinum, I was like, I'm good, thanks. I don't need to go chasing anymore. I'm literally okay with that. So I've only got a few this year. To be fair, I've actually played very few games this year. Obviously, part of that was the fact that my old 5 broke down. Didn't break down, it just stopped working, and I had to buy Mark instead. So what I've done is I've taken all the cables that I would have used for 5 and I've brought them downstairs. So I only have to move Mark to downstairs. Ooh, I don't have to faff about with all of the cables. Now I can't remember, do I need to... Okay, that's fine. I was just remembering how exactly I kill the guys with the shields. I have to smash them, don't I? Usually I'd use launch to break them. To break their shields and then just shoot them. I wonder, can you do it with punching? Yes, you can. Okay. I told you it's been a while. Jonesy, that is ridiculous. Okay, what I will say, Barry, is that I hope you've done things for Twixt. Because those little things, the picky things there, they count. Control point. Things betwixt is where Jack stopped with the despawning run. He got lazy. And if you do it, just bear in mind, I assume just in case you need extra levels, it's there as a point halfway through the game where it's like, okay, well, we don't want to lock you out of the game. Although Dark Souls 2 can actually lock you out of the game with its fragrant branches of yore. So make sure you keep a hold of those as well for when you actually need them. We're not going to go reading everything. We don't have... Well, we do have time for that, but we're not going to. Did I... No, I didn't. I should say, do the thing. No, I haven't been in Dead Letters yet.
Whee! Hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
We're just gonna run. I was like, hopefully playing this might make me play Firebreak a bit more. I've had a couple of games and that was it. See, your boy has all the Dark Souls 2 despawning tricks.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed.
The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in Bureau Seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings?
I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
You literally are the director. So, a couple of things. So one thing. So thing for Barry is what are these? Despawning can become quite tedious in a couple of areas. Again, Jack will say from the beginning onwards, but I found Huntsman's Copse especially, it took a long time. Some areas I find, like at the beginning, the Forest of the Fallen Giants and stuff, it's fine because you're grinding the opening like levels for the game. But if you want to do it, having stuff, do it like while you're doing other things. So if you're watching somebody streaming, for example, or if you're listening to a podcast or whatever, it's great for during then because you've got other stuff to concentrate upon and you can just mindlessly empty the map. But if you're doing it as like consciously playing the game, that can be quite difficult.
Cut off. I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight this.
And then the thing for Jonesy about like playing more Night Rain, I'd love to play more Night Rain, but stuff. So, where did you come from? I have some IRL stuff going on at the moment, and before any of you get worried, it's not good. It's actually, sorry, it's not good. Stupid boy. It's nothing bad, so don't worry. It's actually very good stuff. But oh, you're being sneaky. But also like time. As I said, I've played very few games this year. Normally that might have bothered me, but I'm alright. It's okay. But yes, I would like to play more Night Rain. Part of it is also being awake. I'm not always awake at that time of night by the time you guys start.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mail.
But I would like to play more. Also, like, I'm miles behind everybody else. So it's kind of, I feel like I'm dragging everybody back into the past. There should be a control point here. There is. And there is a key card on the floor. Which I know, because I've played this game before. Max, you said you platted X-Men for your milestone platinum. What X-Men game? And
This
also,
must open the door.
who is your favourite? Okay, so this boss fight I'm not as good at as the Salvador fight. So if I die during this, I wouldn't be surprised. I find Tomasi difficult sometimes.
Great.
The whole reason why is just his launching ability. Like, if he gets you a couple of times, you're done. And you need to manage your stamina in this fight, especially when these boys come along. Because Tomasi dances away from the first thing that you throw at him, you need to have enough stamina to throw the second thing at him. But you need, hey, I did it. But yeah, obviously you need to manage the other hits that he's sending at you. can I name any X-Men? Well,
I have a feeling he'll be back.
Wolverine, Cyclops,
Let's
Jean
stay
Grey.
focused. The hotline should
Rogue.
be past the mailroom.
You said Gambit, Jubilee, Nightcrawler, Professor X. Beast. See? I did a thing. Huzzah. I know. See, look at my knowledge. Although, what I will say is, I don't know if is Jubilee good or bad.
Has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery.
Thanks, Tomasi. We just. Oh, I know, because it's me. You might expect it to be slander. I was literally just asking: is Jubilee a good character or a good or evil character? Sorry.
Have we been here before?
Welcome to the Ocean View Motel.
No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country. On the road, on the run, under the radar.
Okay. Oh, hang on. On the right.
Feels like all of
left?
them, like something recognized from a
Again,
dream.
there was a point in time where I didn't even need to look at the rooms or do any of that. I would know how many times to press the bell and what to put where. Those days are long in the past. And as Jonesy has said, I'm an old man now. But like I said in Stream Zero, I wanted to start afresh, and I wanted to have stuff so that if Clara ever wanted to see what Dad was like in the past, he could provide something for her, and it would be, don't listen to Jonesy, he's a terrible troll. Astral plane. And the best way to find out about what Dad was like in the past, by his favourite games, obviously. And Control is up there. That's a question. Where's Control in my list of favourite games? It's probably in the top 10. Yeah, we'll just say that this is like a walkthrough, shall we? Alright, come on. Come on, big fella. That's refused. I remember, again, the first time I played through this, any time these things would appear on screen, you'd just be like, oh no. That sense of trepidation was prevalent. Now it's just like, well, I know I can't kill them, so just run past them. And it is all you can do. Jump!
A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
Need to change all those photos on the wall for a start. It's like the most important job, isn't it, to redecorate?
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well,
and then
listen to him.
When she does speak,
more like an echo. An echo with important info.
And then when
back to Emily.
Are you finished now, Jesse? Are you
People
finished?
react
No.
strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
I love the Trench is gone, but his blood is still there. I can't remember what I was going to say now. Jesse's just completely taken me off my game. So yes, I'm not speed running this. I'm way out of practice, and I kind of feel like, well, considering I did the game deathless, and I did it in like 2 hours 45. Don't think I'm going to be able to get it any better than that, to be fair. So I kind of feel like that's done. Definitely not going to be doing it right now, because who has that time?
Jesse,
You don't
did you
have
get the
that time.
hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss?
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
And then I got him.
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Northmore. Hi, buddy. Right, we'll take those ability points, thank you.
Someone's singing.
Singing?
Where's it coming? They say that
Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
Ability. So we're going to make health better. Thank you. We're going to do health again. And then we're going to be on our way. So I'm basically just going to do health and launch.
Obviously, you never read the P6 data.
Ooh, P6. We know who that is. So, alright, what you're saying about... I think...
Time to work. Meet me in the maintenance.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
It's all you need. All you need is health and launch. Yeah, I think the best games do that. They fit that main character into the narrative and them learning. Best example I can think of is Final Fantasy
The
X.
maintenance sector is the janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office. Is Ahti guiding me too?
Yeah, the fact that Tidus is new in Spira when you play FF10, and he doesn't know anything, and they use the excuse of the Sin's toxin getting to him. Genius in the long run, but I think a lot of what Final Fantasy X does goes under the radar. The whole narrative in that game revolving, ironically, around spheres or something circular in motion, spirals. They're all constant, like it's a constant theme for that game. But yeah, the fact that Tidus doesn't know anything about the world and they kind of build it into the story, they did really well with that. They also did really well with the fact that, unlike FF13, Final Fantasy X is basically just one long haul. Oh, that was very, very not good. I did not do that very well. I was too busy chatting about games. How dare I? Yeah, FF10 is basically one long corridor. But because of the fact that they introduced the pilgrimage into it, again at the very beginning, they just covered for it so well. Okay, that was close. I almost screwed it up. Okay, we are going to go this way. I always do... What's down this way? I always do this kind of side mission just for the extra ability point. It only takes a minute. And it is worth it, because then we'll get to do... Is it evade? The ability that you get from here?
This place makes me nauseous.
And it is useful.
An object of power.
Jump.
How do you think it got down here?
Oh, they get everywhere, look.
A carousel horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
And of course, if you haven't played Final Fantasy X, go and play Final Fantasy X. Just don't necessarily platinum it. It takes a long time. It's now that I'm really wishing I had another can of Coke right here. I've got 2 bottles of Fireball. And actually, if anything, I've got 2 bottles of apple juice in the fridge. I could have had those. We could have had Fireball and apple juice. Oh well. There are a couple of things in 13 that I like. The actual battle system isn't that bad. And of course, Final Fantasy always do... Crikey, O'Reilly, come on! They always do different things. With their battling system. I think the main problem with 13 was that lack of... Well, no, 2 main problems. One, the story / characters. The male character, he's not even a playable character. Hope and Snow, you can get rid of them. Sads is okay. The 3 ladies, they're all fine. I don't think the story was very good, truth be told. I don't need to go in here. And the fact that there's no exploration until you get to Grand Pulse, which is way into the game. It's like towards the end of the game by then. And they...
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, Satana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ahti here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ahti. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working.
Is this the clog?
Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Yeah. You think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä sanon perkele suoraan, that this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear.
Maybe
like
he's on like Northmore.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ahti.
The fact she doesn't really cotton on that he can hear her thoughts. And, well, sorry, what you say about Ahti? No, who is as cool as Ahti? I really hope it doesn't turn out that he's some kind of villain later on
So what happens
in
again if that thing blows
subsequent games. That'd be really disappointing. Thank you. Ooh, look at that, Hotline Northmore. And if you haven't played this game, I suggest that you don't look him up until you finished it. So yes, as I say, I haven't really been playing a lot of games. I have picked up, or I've yes, I'm new. I'm down to.
Hey, Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
No,
They all have HRAs.
they need them.
We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing? Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a barman. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Oh, listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
We will not be meeting Salvador today. We won't get that far. In fact, because I'm watching the cutscenes, this is going like so much slower than when I normally play through the game. No, who are you? Sorry, yes, as I was saying before, the cutscene rudely interrupted me. I've picked Final Fantasy VII Rebirth back up. Well, say back. Yeah, I suppose it is back up. I just carried on my save file from where I'd left it. And that game is just so frustrating. And the reason that it's so frustrating is that there is a good game in there, but it's too bloated, too lost. Yeah, so it's a game. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's a good game. Where am I going? I thought this was... Oh, no, elevator. Idiot boy. And I know that there are some people that like the changes that were made. I don't really think that it makes any sense. And I will die on this hill. Barry, Death Stranding 2, not a game. I've got nothing left. Thank you. Oh, I don't know. Is that what people are saying about Death Stranding 2? Not that. We'll use this one then, fine. Yes, there are things about Rebirth that I really do like.
It's right up. You need to fix it. All the pigments inside the plant has a shit.
But it's like they said, okay, well, I don't know. They got the pacing all wrong in Remake. Really, really wrong. More so than in Rebirth. But it is still too bloated. I don't know, they want, oh, well, we want you to spend time in this universe, blah, blah, blah. But, like, no, it's taking too long. I want to get to the next part of the game. Well, if you want to do everything, I suppose if you're just doing the story, then it'd take less time, I guess. But like, as this is the first time I'm playing through the game, I do actually want to be able to, you know, finish it. Yeah, I think they made some mistakes with the story. I don't think, which is amazing for the fact that it's such a famous game and well loved, and people that worked on the new games worked on the originals, but like they don't understand what made some of it work in the first place. Like, pre-reboot, I did go on about certain things, possibly even just from Remake, that they've done wrong. Especially with Sephiroth. Why? Oh, of course, I was going to say, why isn't that open? It's because I haven't done the gate, that's why. You see, I'm literally so not used to streaming or playing this game that I was like, why isn't the gate open? Don't even know So, as you all know, I'm not a fan of horror. either with movies or games or anything. One of the good things about something like Alien is that you don't always see the alien.
Power fixed. Now let's fix the pumps and water flow.
And again, that obviously many people that will watch this will have watched Lord of the Rings, and bear with me, I'm going on a tangent, but it will make sense. I watched it a lot at university, and I quite like, and I did, especially in those days, like to watch. Oh, how do I go through this door? No, we go around. Watch a lot of like cast commentaries of stuff on DVDs and things. Not PowerPoint. We'll go over this. We'll try this one. Oh no, that's where we are now. Okay. I don't remember. I literally don't remember. Do we do something here? We can't go through the door, which is where I want to go. I've just been from there. We're gonna have to go down to a different level. Maybe it is floor 1. We'll see. It might actually be floor 3. I think it was floor 3. Oh well. So Christopher Lee, who played Saruman the White, he speaks in the cast commentary. Oh, okay, so we looped back around to the beginning. It was layer 3 about what the case with Sephiroth, especially in the early game. Again, obviously, I've grown up with original Final Fantasy VII, and if we take, oh, we're not going to be able to go through there. It's a level 5 door. If we take remakes, bits of the story, and oh, we can't go through this door either because that's also level 5. Where the hell do I actually need to go? Do I actually need to come through this way at all? I can't even remember. Or maybe I just go back to the power. We'll go back to the power plant this time. So he is only mentioned a couple of times in Midgar. You don't see him. And then you can see what he, inverted commas, can do at the end in the Shinra building when President Shinra gets killed. And it happens a lot of the time later throughout the game, in the fact that Sephiroth is very much a kind of a tell not show. I know it's a subversion of the rule. This is the way that we came originally.
Together a little longer.
I can't even remember which way I'm supposed to be going. Well, this speedrun, if it was that, would have died here. Also, the fact that my contact lens wants to come out is not good. We're not doing field training. Oh, so yeah, you have this character that's just been spoken about and being built up throughout Midgar as being all-powerful. And that, in the end, will have a greater effect when you do actually meet him, because he's been built up for longer, so your sense of anticipation has also been built. They didn't do any of that in Remake. They were just like, I've said it before, Chapter 1 is fine, but the game loses it loses its way in Chapter 2 when the game is instantly, oh, everybody knows who Sephiroth is. There you go. We'll shove him in your face in the very beginning without understanding why. I should have made more of a coherent point about this. I should have written it down about what actually made him good in the first place. We shouldn't be here yet. Why am I going to all the wrong places? Why am I not doing the clog? Come on, Stephen. You've played this game before. You supposedly know what you're doing. And it's the same in Rebirth with Sephiroth, in that there you go, coolant pumps. That's where we're actually supposed to go. In the opening of the game, when you do the flashback at Calm, in the original version of the game, you're playing as Cloud, inverted commas, and you end up fighting this big dragon thing. Now, sometimes you'll get a turn and actually be able to attack it, but you won't be able to hit it because it's way too powerful for you. Often, Cloud will end up dead in that fight. You don't get to control Sephiroth, but in one hit he just swings his Masamune and annihilates the big dragony dragon. That's like way too powerful for you. Which again is showing, this time it's showing you, not telling you. Oh look, this guy, he's pretty strong. Wow. Oh, it falls down, doesn't it? Oh no, sorry, it didn't. We'll use this to whack some of these dudes. Oh, no we won't. Whereas in Rebirth, they completely ruined that, psychology-wise, by letting you control Sephiroth, so he just seems like a normal character. So what they thought was, oh, I know what'll be cool. We'll have the players at home, they'll be able to control Sephiroth. Wow. Not realising that actually not controlling him is actually better. And then when you do control him, he ends up taking damage like you're a normal character, which he's not. He's not normal. He's like, don't treat him like everybody else if you want him to be best, like a bigger thing than everybody else. So he ends up taking damage just like everybody else. And then he ends up, like, when you do damage, he's just like, crap hits. He's like, oh, we're going to do 100 damage, just like Cloud is doing. No, that's not how you build a character up to be incredibly overpowered by being underpowered. He should be, if they were going to do that, they just, it boggles my mind, some of the choices that they made to screw over their own game. Narratively, there are things in that that just don't make any sense. I was thinking about this the other day. I've got to a point where Cid is able to transport you to different places. I was thinking, okay, well, that's fine, but you've got fast travel in the game. So later on, like, again, in the original, the whole point of having the airship, spoilers, later on was, oh wow, the world opens up and you can now get back to places that you went to originally, you can get to new places, blah 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 blah. And I'm sure it might do something like that if and when we get High Wind. But if you can already do that throughout the game, well then what's the point? What's the whole point in getting the airship? It's no longer a big thing. You've neutered it. Again, you've taken something that was not an OSP, but you've taken something that had a point. Yeah, and then you've missed the point. I know some of you that finished the game, they'll probably sitting at home and going, oh well. What it does do instead is it does this. Okay, that's fine. I haven't reached that point yet, so maybe I'm being harsh. But as somebody that's playing it from where I am, that has played through the game before, which they know that people that will have loved and played the original will be playing the new ones, because of course they will. It doesn't make any sense. And like, so I've just done the bit Cosmo Canyon, and what they've done, now that I've finished it, I can see what they've done is they've fleshed out Bugenhagen to give him a bit more of an arc. Because in the original, he's just like, I've put down in this one, in the original, Bugenhagen is like a kindly wizard uncle kind of character that knows everything and is wise and is kind. He's a good guy. I know what they've done. They've done it to give him a character arc that I don't think that they really needed to do because they had to pad and flesh stuff out. Sometimes, but it's excellent. But Bugenhagen, when he first turns up, he's a sexist asshole. Like, he just repeatedly dismisses Tifa on the and it doesn't come across that he's dismissing her opinions because I don't know. It comes across like he's dismissing her because she's a woman. I'm like, what have you done? Why? Why do this? You're messing with stuff that didn't need to be messed with. Stop it. And you get people saying, oh well, they couldn't have done a one-to-one remake. It wouldn't have worked. And I'm like, fiddlesticks, man.
Enemy the Glock is blocking the pipes. You need to deal with this. He is very clever. And sneaky. We got him caught with his hand in the fist.
What the hell is that?
Oh, it's already dead. Sorry, Jesse.
That's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Look at this. I come back for one stream and I'm already on my soapbox. But you guys all know this. When Capcom did the Resident Evil remakes, did they change story stuff? Just well, maybe that's what they felt like they had to do, Barry. But again, this is what doesn't make any sense. People have been clamouring for a remake for years and years and years. Oh, they did. Why? But how big a change? Oh, have I just put the cat amongst the pigeons? Let's not go fighting, boys. Just remember, I'm right. So, I wasn't always advocating for a Final Fantasy VII remake. I was very glad when we got it, or when it was announced, because as I say, it's my favourite game ever, and it's possibly the first story in a game that I ever got sucked into. So it came out in 1997. I'd have been 12, and before that, I just wasn't really playing games of any kind of narrative. So it's the first story in a game that I ever fell in love with, and it's continued to this day. When there were rumours of remakes being done, oh, it's over there. The keys over here. I don't really remember everybody saying, I want a remake doing, but I want it to be different. Not obviously, people wanted it to be different, so the gameplay was updated and obviously it looked better and all that kind of stuff. But they didn't. Who was there saying, "Oh, we want to change the story"? Why would you change the story? It doesn't make any sense. It's a story-driven game. If you're gonna mess around with the story, just make another fucking game. I say that doesn't make any sense to me. I need something else to throw, please. Thank you. Right, now we can go shooty bang bang. So with this fight, I'm just trying to alternate between unloading my clip and then using launch, but hopefully in a good enough time so that the big fella here won't get their barrier shield back. There we go. Because especially at this point in the game, those troopers can be quite strong, and you do not want to be right in front of them. There are small changes in remake and stuff. That like I get that. Also, I don't like what they did with Jessie. I might be on my own on this. I don't think she's a very good character. I don't think her writing is especially strong. All I'll say is kind of double standard. I don't think she comes across as a very nice character. Oh, crikey! I'm right in amongst the hit. Where are my boys? You're not one of my boys. Where's the greenhouse bar guys? It's at times like this where I wish I had the ability to catch people's rockets and things and then fire them back at them. Which obviously I don't have yet. Right, we done? Are you done? Come on. Now, what I would say about the Rebirth and the like is I am having more fun with it than I did with Remake. Remake, the pacing was very bad. Obviously, when you take a game that's, or a part of the game's only a couple of hours, like 4 hours long, and turn it into a 40-hour game, there are going to be problems. Unless you pad it out, which is what they did, but they padded it out and it was noticeable. I don't think that Rebirth needed to be as long as it is. So I'm in chapter 11 and I've played, well, the game file says 70 hours. So let's just say, for argument's sake, that I've had the game just doing nothing for a while, which sometimes is what I do. I just have the game running and I'm doing something else. So let's say, for example, I've played the game for 60 hours. That still means by the end of the game, I'm going to be like 80 or 90 hours into it. That's too long. Because they're not even telling you all of the story. That's too long. I didn't play it the first time. Now the worlds do look beautiful and the soundtrack's fantastic, so I will give them that. But I don't. Control room. We are going to go this way. I don't think that this is a game that I'm ever going to. Sorry, about Rebirth and the remakes. I don't think it's a game that I'm ever going to be able to love. I don't think. Hey Tom, how you doing, buddy? I'm just bitching about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. How you doing? Control room. Maybe now I can go through that little door. So that my whole quandary running around before is that I went right instead of left. Crikey, O'Reilly, my car. See, look, because the door's now green. I'm alright, mate. It's quite warm. Oh, we haven't even spoken about that, have we? Now that we're in the, for England, the midst of summer. I wonder how Jonesy is dealing with this. I do actually have a fan in my room. Oh, Tom, I know you've been playing Night Rain with Jack. How many bosses have you killed? I've only killed the one so far, so you're probably further than I am. Are you having fun with it?
To protect them. Forces contained.
Oh, well, you've killed one more than me. Well done. Right, I'm going to turn the lamp on. There we go, you'll be able to see, I'm more illuminated now. Even better. Oh. Panopticon will be off there at some point. I wonder if we're going to be off there
That's
now.
It. The other sector should be open now.
Go to control point.
I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here. I'll risk it.
For a biscuit. Let's go back to Central Executive. Yeah, who knew that Dark Souls / Fortnite was gonna work. You know, I was about to say the climbing is a good addition. The quick climbing
Jesse,
and the no
you
fall
made it.
damage also good.
And you lifted the internal lockdown.
Let's talk, Emily.
Yes,
So-
of course.
We're gonna go and talk to our bae, Emily.
Listen, Emily.
Screw it. Just tell her.
I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through.
That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside.
But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan.
I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. You covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the Ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along.
She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes. But one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the Hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan.
I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
Marshall is the next step.
Marshall is a
Emily told
badass.
me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past. I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
Trouble's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.
So, Jonesy, is the Artie in Alan Wake 2 the same Artie as in here?
separatists attacked the power plant. Brings up a lot into question.
We're going to more launch damage, and then more health. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. So, how much did you go? Oh my God, that's Artie! In that obvious voice, when he appeared on screen. We want the elevator, please. Not there. That way. Barry, going back to what you said earlier, I would love for you to do a podcast. I love listening to them. I love making them. Wink, wink. Where are we going? Research. Oh, and Jack, you just missed me ranting about Rebirth and Remake and the ruined psychology behind the changes that they made with Sephiroth and why it doesn't work. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. They don't understand their own game. Yes, everybody, this is a hill that I will fight back to back with anybody with on. Oh, Exploder Bros. Stupid hiss. Right. I mean, I fought one boss after the first one time. Who was it that we fought, Jonesy? Now. Oh, wow, I need to do health, please. I don't have any. I'm too busy thinking about why Rebirth didn't work to play this game properly. Come on, Steven, be better. Just be better. Now the thing is, they could have done a trilogy. There's enough material in there to make what they did in the original into 3 games. One of the problems with that pacing is that the big kind of natural chapter endings or beginnings don't really lend themselves to a 3-part series. So if you take Midgar, that's kind of a piece all by its own, which is why they did that as the first game. But that's not big enough on its own to be a full game. And that's obviously what we got a remake, which meant that they had to pad out a 4-hour section into 40 or plus. I don't think they needed to make any of the games as bloated as... Oh, that is the word for them, they are bloated. I don't think they needed to make it as long as they did, but they needed to find a better point to end the first game on. I mean, like, where they did was fine, but that needed to be a shorter game then. Going back to what I was saying about Sephiroth before, the Midgar Zolom is another thing. So, Jack, this might be not necessarily spoilers, but from what I can remember, I think just give it a second. If he wants to mute me for a moment, then he can. If I remember rightly, in Rebirth, you fight the Midgar Zolom. It's a boss, you have to fight him. You fight him, and then at the end of the fight, Sephiroth comes along and kills him. Now, if that's accurate how I remembered it, that's completely stupid. Because why would he help you? Obviously, it's in his interest of what happens later. Brilliant job with the Midgar Zolom. It tells you beforehand, oh, you're gonna need to catch a chocobo, because if you don't, the big serpent thing will eat you. Okay, that makes sense. And if you try and get across the marshes without said chocobo, he will destroy you. Very easily, unless you've done way too much grinding for that part of the game. What happens after that is once you've got past that bit, you can see, I know that actually kind of doesn't make sense, but once you've got past it, you see what Sephiroth has done. He has killed the Midgar Zolom. He's impaled it. You don't see him doing it. You just get to see him like cause his damage, and you have to step through the wake of it. Again, the game is not shoving it in your face about how powerful he is, which again, when you do fight Midgar Zolom with Sephiroth, oh actually no, you don't actually take control of him then. But the game is giving you a kind of like, oh look what he did. We're chasing after this guy. Is that really a good idea? Blah blah blah.
I need to reach her.
Jump. Oh, we're going to see Marshall, aren't we? Oh, okay. I don't. This bit can be tricksy sometimes. Yeah, they. Sorry, I forgot where I was because I was too busy remembering where I was. Fire extinguishers always seem to be very powerful. Where's I was supposed to say Healy Boy? Or is that later on? Is that in the next room? I thought there was one in here. Or maybe no, maybe it's now. Right, you please. Where did you go? Sorry. Yeah, with the whole pacing of it. They could have made a 3-parter, but they had to separate the parts into 3 equal bits. Because I'm like, if one of the streams that I did leave off was on my Twitch channel, I got rid of everything apart from 2. One of the streams that I left up was the remake demo that I streamed with Ollie. And one of the things that people were saying when Remake was announced, and it being a 3-parter, was how are they going to split the story into 3 parts? There's plenty of story, but how are they going to segregate it? And then it was announced that Midgar was its whole bit, whole first game. And everybody was saying the same thing, which is that's going to leave an awful lot of game for parts 2 and 3. Which it is, which again I say makes it bloated. I think in Rebirth they've done a better job of putting more story into the game, but they could have taken stuff out. And I said maybe that's because I'm doing the optional stuff, because when I get to the end of the game I do want to be strong enough to make it easy-ish. Oh, and again, so again with Remake, in OG, you spend a lot of Midgar. Oh, let's listen to Darling.
This place is vitally important to the Bureau. Most information on the astral plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are
actually no, we don't have to.
Systems. And simplification
in OG, as I said earlier, you spend a lot of Midgar. Like Shinra is set up as the villain. Sephiroth is mentioned a couple of times, but not really seen. Well, in Remake, you fight him. You fight him at the end. So what's the point? Like you've taken away part of, like, you're not intimidated by this character. You're like, well, I've already fought him and beaten him once. Should I have done that? Should I have already thrown the thing? So why on earth would I care about this character that I've already beaten? Oh. Oh, crikey. Astral Fugue! I didn't do what I was supposed to, which was put the keys up there. So we're going to have to do this now. You. Oh, no. You. No, I keep on picking up the wrong things. This is bad, 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 bad. You are supposed to go in there. And there's supposed to be another one. You. You're supposed to go in the other lock. Oh, I've done this so badly. Right, we can now actually close this door. Oh, I told you I was out of practice. Come on. I'm the bait. In you come. This way, big fella. See, let's use this actual feud as an example of horror. It's scary because it's so powerful. You literally cannot stop it. You cannot kill it. Did we catch it? Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it, Carl. We didn't do it in time. Oh, which means I'm now going to need to open the door again and then go back through and then close the door again. It's okay. It's fine. Right. Let's go this way. Yeah, so the whole thing about this fella is he's so damn strong. Right, let's get to the door and then we'll wait. Are you here? Come on. I'm here. Be here. Hiya. Or, okay, fine. We just need to be quicker when getting to the button, obviously. There we go. That's how you do that properly.
What was the Bureau doing with that thing?
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here.
What they were thinking was, we need to put Sephiroth into this game at all points. And then
Marshall,
nobody was smart enough. Well, either nobody was smart enough to say why.
We're so close.
And if somebody was
We need to
smart enough to ask why, and the very dumb answer was given, nobody was able to say, well, that doesn't work narratively. They decided to make it... Let's go with what's cool rather than what makes sense. Like, I would rather have a story that makes sense, which they had with most, like, basically, yeah. Like, there are things in the original that don't work. Like, they never followed up with the guy in the pipe in Midgar. Those are the kind of loose ends that you have the opportunity to fix. Like, that's your opportunity. You don't need to mess up stuff that wasn't messed up in the first place. Why? Like, and again, like, if you had a game that, I don't know. If you have a game that people hadn't really enjoyed the first time, or it didn't have the resonance, making those changes could have worked. Like, again, if he ever sees this, I'm sorry, Quick. But if they were going to do a full Final Fantasy VIII remake, they would have had more range. Or the 9 remake that's rumoured. They would have had more range to make changes, because the game's not as iconic. I'm sorry, but they might be some people's favourites, 8 and 9, but they're not as iconic as what 7 is. So why would you even do that? Why would you put yourself in that position where you've got a beloved story that, and then I could sit and think about that for hours. People are weird. I really should have picked up that ability to throw the Hiss's projectiles back at them. It would have made this bit much easier. The bit coming up in the corridor I would find quite difficult as well. When we get to the bottom of here after we've spoken to Marshall. I say, because the thing is, I'm by no means the person that knows that game the best. But I love it. There are people out there that know the intricacies of it and the story better than I do, and like they must be banging their heads against the wall thinking, why have they done this? Again, obviously I wouldn't do that because I'm too pretty. But,
Marshall,
you know,
can you hear me?
they got nothing better to do.
I can hear you. Who is this?
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm coming to help.
Faden? Hold
The
on.
director.
I'm setting the elevator for you. We need to talk.
She's got that right.
Yeah.
You? Really?
For some reason, yeah, I always find this bottleneck quite tricksy. Maybe because the exploder bros spawn quite low on this staircase. I say, like, your normal hits, not so bad. You've got to take out the flying guys. Got to. That wasn't so bad. We did that okay. And considering I've been horribly out of practice and going in the wrong direction for part of times, we haven't died yet. We've been close a couple of times, but we haven't died yet. So, in theory, our deathless run continues. There is one enemy though, not a boss, one enemy before a lift. Coming up, it'll be in the second part, I reckon.
Marshall is waiting for you in the luck lab, just down the hall.
That's make or break for any deathless run. The one that is invisible until you get close to it, and then if you use launch, obviously you do big damage, but you have potential to hit yourself, and then it creates all sorts of problems. We get through that enemy, and we could potentially do this run deathless, because like the second boss, I don't find particularly difficult. It can still kill you, but it's not as difficult as I sometimes find Tomasi to be.
Starting to worry.
And the ending area apparently has been nerfed, so it's not so bad.
Congratulations on your appointment, Director Fate.
We are the director.
I'm Helen Marshall, head of Bureau Operations. Zachariah's dead then, and I assume you found his gun.
Just call me Jesse. Trench told me to find you. He said you could help.
And he told you this through the hotline. Makes sense.
None of this phases her? Really?
Here's the situation. Darling created the HRAs in a lab nearby. We need more if we're gonna survive this attack. My rangers can't secure the lab alone, not against those things. We need more firepower.
At least she seems to know what's going on here.
We have firepower now. Jesse's
she
here.
could know about Dylan.
I can clear out the hiss. I'll be your firepower.
That's a good answer.
Is she testing me?
Darling has systems in place to protect his labs. This should help you get past them. We'll talk more after you clear out the hiss. Rangers, let her through. We'll have to lock the door behind you. Sorry, but we can't risk a breach.
Ah, that's fine. I keep saying, oh, this bit can be tricksy, this bit can be tricksy. This bit can be difficult mainly just because of the big, like, these orb things here that can heal the hit. So you've got to take them out first, but obviously then they can teleport away, and then you can, yeah, that's why it's difficult. But you take these things down first, and it's not so bad. You do get a hiss with a name, one of the names like ranger things, in the second part of this fight, so that has a bit more health. First bit, because like this, when I played the game through the first time, it's the first time I got to a control point, and then it's like, oh, I'm safe. The Last of Us 2. Isn't that something that game does, where you get to a workbench thinking that you're safe, you can craft another weapon, and there's an enemy that just comes out of nowhere and grabs you. Which I quite like that as an idea. Yeah, I've not seen the TV show The Last of Us, even though I probably want to, but I'd only want to see the first series. Like, I really enjoyed part 1, but the way that it finished was like, oh, okay, I'm done. I have reached my conclusion. I am happy with how this game turned out. All the extra stuff, I was like, no, that's not for me. Other people can enjoy it, but I've been sated. I don't know why. I've not really had that with another series that I can recall off the top of my head. Whereas like I've got everything that I need to from this game. Everybody else loves it. I do too, but I'm happy. I don't need to see or play anymore. So for example, if I had liked Death Stranding 1, would I have wanted to consume material for Death Stranding 2. Well, no, because I didn't like the first game. Even though I haven't finished it, which I should, it's on my list. I don't know if I'll consume the second. Oh, we need to heal. Yeah. Thank you. I'm messing up my timings with this. I'm not hitting whatever this dude's name is with launch at the right time. So I'm actually doing this quite badly. Oh, I need to heal again. Come on, Stephen. Do this right, would you? Do this right. Please heal. Please get to the blue things. Crikey, O'Reilly. I got hit again, just at the wrong time. Suicide run for more health. Okay, that's slightly better. Slightly better. Okay, where are you? Phew, I took out the big fella. At last, eh? I did that really, really badly. But we're still alive. And now we just have Small Fry. Hi, Small Fry. Die, Small Fry. So yes, I will finish Rebirth. And the thing's, like, I've moaned about it this for the majority of the stream. That doesn't mean that I won't buy part 3 the moment that I can do, because of course I will. So, who's the bigger idiot? The idiots that made the game, or the idiot that continues to buy it even though he doesn't like it and he just complains? Well, obviously the bigger idiot is me. They're the
like these HRAs.
I'm the sucker that keeps giving them money.
And most of the things around here.
I know I'm not supposed to come. Well, you don't have to come this way, but we're going to anyway. We're just going to pick up the whatever it is from inside here.
Dead or taken over by the hiss.
Oh, so we're going to try. There you go. I would love there to be a new game plus, because I know you can explore the oldest house once you finish the game, but it would be fun to go through it with all the powers again. Right. Okay, we've got to do the door. Yep. Oh, there you go. There's another thing to complain about with Rebirth. There's way too many mini games.
You led me here.
Every 5 minutes, there's a new one. And then, like, if it was just Queen's Blood that you'd have to do every so often, that'd be fine. That's fun. There's all sorts of nonsense constantly. What are you doing? Shoving the mini games in our face.
Hello again, Director. It appears we have a new problem. We need to get the HRA machine working.
I've replaced a couple of spark plugs, but this looks a bit more complicated.
Pick up the
Darling
cards.
must have had a system. Randomness isn't in his nature. The punch cards, the symbols, the terminals.
I missed one. I didn't pick one up from over here.
I'll see what I can do.
There are a couple more. There's one on the stairs and then one upstairs as well. Oh, I will. I will play them. I'm complaining because I complain. That's what I do. Right. I've only picked up 4 cards, haven't I? Number 4 is that one. Okay. Is that one. That's okay. And number 1 is okay. Where's the other card then? Is it, oh, it's this one here. That's fine. In fact, that's the one I need, I think, for number 1. Again, I used to remember which terminal was which one. This one's number 1. Which is that. That's fine. You've switched 4 and 5, so 5 is the one that's half and half. Where, oh no, Terminal 5 is the one on the right hand side here, isn't it? This one. You're 5, aren't you? Yes. You are this one. Where's the other thing? You. So 2 is the big blob. 2. Big blob. And then you're the last one. Ta-da! Let's get our chunky stone. Oh no! We're gonna have to go and get another chunky stone. We needed that. Thanks, game.
The prism shattered. Darling's prototypes have a lot of issues.
We could see that.
Plan. We need more Blackrock prisms to make this machine work. Darling has another lab down in the Blackrock processing site in maintenance. That must be where he keeps the prisms.
I've been to maintenance already. I can find my way.
But how long will that take? Nothing here is simple. I need to ask her now, before I go.
I need something from you first. What do you know about Dylan Faden?
I knew this was coming. Lives are at stake here, and we need this machine working to save those lives. Once that is done, Director Faden, then we can talk.
We better.
She's right. As much as I don't want to admit it, I'm the only one who can help.
Fine. I'll get the prisms first.
Dylan will have to wait just a little longer.
But don't call me Director. Jesse is fine.
I mean, Dylan's only had to wait for over 10 years.
Here, you'll need this keycard.
Thanks. Emily Pope has set up a base in Executive. Once I have the prism, I'll meet you there.
Right. I'll move out immediately. And keep an eye out for Darling. Finding him might be the key to stopping the hiss.
It's just one large-scale HRA. It's there now. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance. I think that's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us, and keeping us from being wiped out.
And you recognize this from the thumbnail that I put up to advertise this stream, and the thumbnail that I'll be using for this stream later on.
Here, this will lead back to Central Research.
Wonderful. Thank you, Marshall. Okay, let's just get back and spend our ability points, and then we'll call it there. So, as I was saying before, now that we got all that problem out of the way at the beginning with the sound and whatnot, that should make streaming in future a little bit easier, because I'll have all the cables just basically left here. So all I have to do is move the unit itself. We're going to go to central maintenance. We'll go back to executive first, and then go from there. So it should actually make it nice and easy for me. And so I just basically have to bring the 5 unit downstairs now, or bring the Mark down, and then bring him back up once I finish. So it actually should make things a bit easier. So if all things being well, it should be a little bit more sticking to a kind of schedule. Now, do I want more health or do I want the more damage from launch? I kind of want the more damage because there's 2, so I can do it twice. That's what we'll go with. We'll go with more health if and when we can at a later date. So I hope to try and stick to some kind of half regular schedule a little bit more. Thursdays work for me because it's normally my day off and I don't normally have other stuff that's going on in that time, but as always I will let you know. And so now that we've got all the gubbins from the beginning of the stream finished, that should make things a bit easier. So all things being well, I'll see you next week, and we'll do another, maybe 3 chapters of Control. Hopefully like an hour and a half or so, and then we'll finish the week after that with the end of the game. I know, mate, I'm going to maybe potentially stick to a schedule. I would like ideas for games to play in the future. Again, I've taken away the redeem for making me play a game, because I want to play games that I like, and that I want to play. I think that comes across much further on screen if I'm actually into it. But we've got a couple of weeks before we get there. Expedition 33 is on that list. Atomfall is also on that list. Silent Hill 2 that I bought and haven't started is also on that list. That list is quite long, as you can tell, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I don't really have a motto anymore, and I don't have any commands. I should probably sort those out. But for now, let's just say good morning, good day, good night, and goodbye.